$2.1 million profit in November, trade recap and lessons learned. So I'm like, okay, this guy is doing a trade recap of a massive amount of money, and none of this, it's very difficult for me to verify. See if this is real. Is he live streaming? Is he posting this anywhere else? We're talking about a large sum of money.
I don't think so. No, 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 no.
Subscribe now.
No, 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 no. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen.
And going to the election night, gapped all the way to 54 on January 20th. When Trump gets into the White House, I believe this is going to gap up again. I was be able to profit about 2.1 million throughout
As you
this
go through the
entire
trades,
month.
you don't see the full account number. We don't see who actually owns the entire account. And I'm going through hundreds of his videos. At his account, he has 398 videos on here. So 398 videos does not take a long time, especially for a person like me. I have a lot of time to go through this type of content to evaluate what type of person he is. But just going off the bat, when you're making these type of claims, you're going from $2.1 million, and you're just showing off very little. And when I mean little, comparing to the other gurus, all the people I followed and exposed, they're a lot more transparent than when I start going through videos like this. $688,000 in May. My top trade revealed.
I made those trades. Overall, this month has been pretty good. There's only 2 losses. I was be able to spot the right chance to trade, and the only thing that I didn't do well is probably the sizing, how much I should be sizing in terms of how much volume is being traded throughout the day. So before I start this video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. So as you can see,
every single time, and I mean literally, out of all the videos that I covered and went through, every time that I see his account number, name in the account, they're all blacked out. Now I understand the account number, sure, whatever, but the name, when it comes to a lot of these things like this, I don't even know if he owns the rights or has access to these accounts, because a lot of these are just pre-loaded screens. Like, I don't actually see the numbers bouncing. I don't see the equity bouncing. There's a lot of things like this happening more and more frequently. So as I go through his material, I'm going through this, I'm like, okay, these are his trades. One of the most important things, when people are showing you evidence of them so-called trading, you're going to be asking yourself, why didn't he do any of this live? He's saying he's catching all these types of positions. He's entering and exiting these trades. Why won't he just live trade something? Because I really believe that to help his case, he would need to live stream this material. Some of it, something. Like this, 50K, like making 50K a day IPO strategies, right? So we see his stocks to trade broker, not broker. This basically, I have it on here. Basically, you can trade off of this platform, connect to your broker. And as I go through it, I'm like, okay. So now we're on stocks to trade on one of the older videos, and this talks about a mid-pattern strategy, detailed risk management.
Please, I can't say home run, but for this solid bottom and the perks, and you might have a really good chance to break out.
This is more previous analysis. You're not actually entering a trade. We're talking about people. It's almost very similar. Like if you remove the stocks to trade and put it on TradingView, you would get the exact same thing. Him talking in the past how much possible setups or setups he took, but we don't actually see the entry and exit or the trade being enacted at the same time. It's just, it could be cherry picking. It could have been him just saying all these things so people can click the link below, and he has a very big click the link below. I mean, Dapo Willis himself will be jealous of how good the click the link below that Steven Dux has. Now, stuff like this. I've made $350,000 in a month. The Dux and runner analysis, right? And like when you start reading some of the comments, damn, imagine how much you'd be making in 2 to 3 years of time. Like a lot of praise on here. But when I start going through his older comments, I don't see him respond back. And why do I say that? It's important to me. It's a level of transparency. If you're talking to your audience, having a level, have a conversation about your trading, because he also has a Discord. But once again, I'll get into that in a bit. But if you're not having a conversation with your audience and you're making such very large claims, it just builds on more of the, stop the cap. Actually,
stop the cap.
So now we check out his Instagram. Now this Instagram is pretty much like the same as we've seen on other gurus. We see the cars, we see the jets, we see the books, we see the lifestyle. This guy shows off a lot of lifestyle, and people buy into that. please don't get it confused. When people are buying into the saying, hey, if said trader is rich, if he's